My girlfriend hit me with the news that she was ditching our place to shack up with her guy best friend, all in the name of saving cash, without even looping me in. I played it cool and said, "Hey, that lines up just right." But what I dropped on her that same evening had her scrambling to pack, tears streaming down her face. There's a heavy hush that falls over a place once the chaos dies down. It's not true calm, not quite. More like the eerie aftermath where you're left picking through the wreckage, wondering what survives. For me, that wreckage was the 4-year bond I'd poured my heart into with Emily, the woman I thought was my partner in crime. But looking back now, I see the truth. That storm didn't shatter my world. It just ripped away the facade of a relationship that was crumbling from the inside out. Let me paint the picture for you. I'm not some naive guy who gets blindsided easily. As a data strategist, my job is all about spotting trends, predicting pitfalls, and knowing how one tiny shift can unravel an entire setup. I brought that mindset into everything, which is why I never got those gripes from dudes about their partners ghosting them or draining their wallets. Emily and I, we had what felt like a rock-solid setup, aligned dreams, joint efforts, the works. When we clicked, she was driven, sharp as a tack, with a roadmap for the future that matched mine. We were in it together, pooling our resources to chase that dream home. I earned more, so I chipped in bigger, but she was pulling her weight too. Every choice was a team huddle. We were stacking those wins one step at a time, and it fueled my love for her. Her closest buddy, this dude named Alex, was the one wild card I could never pin down. He was forever chasing the next big break, flashing designer gear he couldn't back up, cruising in a ride with payments piling up, strutting like life owed him a favor. He hovered around us, dropping snide remarks my way that were sneaky enough to brush off. Emily always had his back. "He's family to me," she'd insist. "He just lacks the steady ground you provide, Jake." That steadiness, it was all me. I was the anchor. And then last Wednesday, she pushed to see how far she could rock the boat. She breezed in from her shift with this jittery vibe, half anxious, half fake upbeat. She pulled me onto the sofa, the one we'd agonized over for weeks to find the perfect fit. Then she laid it out flat, no room for debate. "I've got killer news," she beamed, overdoing the enthusiasm. "Alex's roomie is bouncing soon, so I'm stepping in." I froze, scanning for the joke. None came. She barreled on, words flying. "Picture it, Jake, it's all about the money. His spot's way cheaper than splitting costs here. I could stash an extra $1,000 each month toward our house fund. It's genius." The room went dead quiet. She was bracing for a blow-up, ready to spin me as the jealous type or overbearing. I didn't bite. My mind raced through options, zeroing in on the flawless counterplay. I flashed a real, steady grin. "Emily," I said, keeping my cool, "that's spot-on perfect." Her face, total shock. The geared-up-for-battle smirk faded to bewilderment. This wasn't her playbook. "Really?" she fumbled. "Totally," I leaned in, relaxed. "Smart play, trade short-term hassle for long-haul gains. That's the fire in you I admire." Now she was reeling off her game. She'd prepped for fireworks, but I handed her blue skies. The night rolled on with her buzzing about the extra savings, how fun rooming with Alex would be, and how grown-up we were handling it. I just nodded along, tossing in encouraging vibes. I was the ideal, supportive partner. But as she wrapped up a giggly call with Alex, plotting their setup, I bided my time. Let her soak in the win. Then I strolled in, took the seat opposite her. "I've been mulling over your idea," I started, voice weighted with reflection. "And it's lit a fire under me. If you're shaking things up to boost our nest egg, I owe it to us to match that energy." She eyed me cautiously. "What are you getting at?" "Well," I pressed forward, "I've been sitting on this gig offer for a bit. It's a prime assignment at our firm's overseas hub in Europe. 2 years, killer salary, fat end bonus. I was gonna pass because leaving us felt wrong. But with you relocating to cut costs, it clicks. I'll stash my gear, live lean there, funnel every dime, salary and bonus into our dream. When I'm back, we'll snag that house outright, no loans." Her mouth hung open. I watched the dread flicker in her gaze, the wheels spinning wildly. "You're heading to Europe. Locked it in tonight," I said evenly, spinning the tale like gospel. "Contracts incoming tomorrow, kicks off in 3 weeks. Oh, and I'm wrapping up this lease end of month. Timing's impeccable, right?" Her cheeks went pale. "You killed the lease, but what about my visits?" "Visits? Emily, we're in savings mode. Transatlantic trips aren't cheap. We gotta stay disciplined, you said it yourself. This is the savvy move." And then the knockout. "Since we'll handle money solo for these 2 years, let's divvy up our stuff now. Fair's fair. I've got a breakdown ready, savings, furnishings, all of it. Time to sort who keeps what." She gaped, words failing her. Her slick scheme, cozying up with Alex while stringing me along as the bankroll, had just imploded. She'd aimed for a quick tweak. Little did she know she'd ignited a total meltdown, her confusion twisted into raw fear. She started boxing up that very night, but not with excitement. She packed amid sobs. It's a relief to see that sharp, strategic moves still cut through the mess in a wild world. The morning after hit like a whirlwind of regret. Emily stirred with swollen eyes and dove straight into reversal mode. I wasn't seeing straight, she chuckled weakly. Ditching for Alex's place, dumb, and you jetting to Europe, no way, we're stronger side by side. I shook my head, channeling heartfelt sorrow. Can't unwind it now, Emily. Contract sealed, if I bail, I'm toast at work. Career suicide, you get that. Of course, I'd forged that contract myself, a polished PDF with pilfered company branding whipped up in a couple hours. She bought it hook, line, and sinker. Plus, I echoed her lines, you nailed it, this is prime for our finances, long game thinking, a stretch apart is worth eternal stability. Every pushback she threw, I flipped with her own reasoning. She pushed for thrift, this maxed it. Faster house? Guaranteed. She'd laid the snare, I just held it wide, carving up our shared stuff crushed her. Our joint savings, turns out 90% was my input. When I wired her exact deposits back, the paltry sum floored her. But the growth on top, she quavered. Prorated by what we each put in, I replied matter-of-factly like it was basic math. The decor fight was next. She jabbed at the sofa, table, screen. Sell and split, she suggested. I unveiled another tally, receipts attached. Bought the sofa and TV Prius. Table was my solo splurge for our move-in. Not joint. By dusk, she had her wardrobe, some kitchen bits, and a thin wad of cash. The cushy life she'd assumed, mostly my backing, exposed. She crashed at Alex's a week back. Early days, radio silence from her, probably faking bliss, posting snaps of them toasting in their pad with tags like fresh starts and thrilled for what's next. Then the pleas rolled in. First the wheels, she drove my titled car, me footing insurance. I rang her. Selling it pre-Europe, dropping coverage, need my own ride sorted. Her voice cracked with alarm. How do I commute? Jake, you can't. Financial call Emily, I soothed. Can't bankroll a unused car for years. Phone plan next, she rode my family tier. Off at cycle's end. Streaming subs, gym pass, all those ties to my wallet snipped one by one. Alex chimed in via texts. Cocky at first, man, you blew it, Emily's gold sucks for you. Ignored, then testy. Emily's tight on rent, cough up some dough, don't be that guy. Ignored, last one, wee hours. Jake, hit me up. Landlord's on our case for eviction. Emily's a wreck non-stop, your mess, clean it. They truly pinned this on me like I owed the fix for their plot. Their gall rivaled their foolishness. They aimed to game a data whiz. Forgot I don't just read systems, I rigged them to fail-proof. I skipped Europe, settled into a cozy spot crosstown instead. Compact, but mine alone. Old lease wraps this weekend. They figure I'm prepping for takeoff. Truth. I'm settling in, eyeing their flimsy scheme shatter from afar. And trust me, this is just the opener. Update 2. A month down, the initial blast has faded, but the ripples keep coming. Things escalated in ways I hadn't fully mapped out. My goal was clean escape, letting their bad bets bury them. But lies as a base. The fallout's epic, beyond prediction. After Alex's frantic messages, an unknown number buzzed. Emily's mom. We'd been civil before, solid folks, or so I thought. Wrong. She unloaded accusations of ditching her girl, leaving her broke and broken. Branded me cold-blooded. I waited her out. In the lull, I kept steady. Respectfully, Emily chose to cohabitate with another guy for savings. I've just mirrored with my choices. She's your partner, step up, she snapped. Actually, I countered, doubt she's that anymore. Quiz her on her duties to me, to our plans, before schooling me. That sparked a guilt blitz. Shared pals started ringing, fed Emily's twisted tale, me snapping, turning tyrant, penalizing her thrift. I'd foreseen this. Months prior, when doubts about her and Alex crystallized, I dug deep. Data strategist, right? I hunt clues, monitored our network flows, not prying messages, but spikes in her late-night traffic to chats and socials during work hours. Noted joint grocery hauls from our account loaded with luxuries I never tasted. Fancy booze, premium cuts. Capped it with Alex's background dive. Evictions galore, debt trail. His landlord, solo owner, quick to boot deadbeats. Compiled it all, logs, receipts, his public woes, my safeguard stash. When the first buddy bashed me, I stayed chill. You've got half the scoop. Let me share some facts via email. Dropped a secure site link I'd crafted, timeline laid bare, evidence-backed, no drama, grocery proofs of hidden splurges, Alex's shaky records, and the gut punch. Home security audio clips. System caught arm-disarm chats. Nabbed their talks when they assumed I was out cold or working. Stomach-turning stuff they'd schemed for ages, not mere savings, full con. Her move to Alex, me bankrolling her perks, car, phone, extras under relationship cover. She'd funnel to him, propping his venture amid eviction threats. They mocked my trust, dubbed me their golden ticket. I shared this with every accuser. The outreach halted cold. Her mudslinging fizzled fast. I didn't just rebut, I nuked her story with proof. Sweetest, Emily's dad's call, prideful guy, voice laced with shame. He'd viewed the files, no shouts, just. Need to grab Emily's leftovers from your new spot. He'd sleuthed my address. Fine, boxes at the dock this date. He nodded, then the inevitable, the car, work essential, could she assume payments? Sold already, I fibbed. It's garaged safe. Sound money move. His quiet, pure win, no leverage left. He grasped his kid's greedy flop, indefensible. Emily and Alex reaped the whirlwind now. Their landlord, maybe tipped anonymously on tenant red flags and shaky funds, kicked off eviction. Emily's jobless, her tight-knit field axed her post-rumor spread. A shared contact spilled the beans. Stuck in an unaffordable pad, friends ghosted. They fancied themselves schemers, just rookies tangling with the architect, and I embed kill switches in every build. Final update, half a year gone since my reset. Echoes silenced. Chapter closed, victory mine, total without a shout. Eviction sealed, them curbside with heaps, no wheels to haul, heard via an ex-pal, quiet thrill. Their master plan, whispered over covert hangs, crashed with them exposed, broke. Alex cracked, fingering Emily for the ruin his life appended. That brosis bond vanished sans cash. He slunk home to folks, a grown man, ego crushed. Emily's tumble, deeper. Job gone, pad lost, she crawled to parents. But no hero's welcome, dad, image obsessed, seethed in disgrace. He'd digested my dossier. Knew the scam, roof provided but chill vibes, iced. Grapevine says job hunts flop, sectors cozy, scandals stick. Her reps poisoned by backed-up tailies, crowning glory 2 months back. Lawyer letter from her demanding payout for distress and implied ties. Legal fluff. My attorney, a bulldog, was primed. We didn't just rebut, countersued for fraud plot against her and Alex. Case airtight. Audio plots to siphon my funds, account trails to him, his begging texts, landlord's sworn statement on their setup. Not for cash grab for the stand. No victims me. Her counsel bilayed post-filing. Penniless for new rep, she inked our deal. Waived all claims forever. NDA gags her on us, me permanent, my shield locked legal. I emerge whole, wallet intact, job soaring, pad a true haven. Lesson etched, vet trust even close. Europe gig, pure ploy to corner her, never budged, why miss the show? Front row to their epic fail, they pegged me as easy mark, steady cash cow. Missed, stable masks depth, quiet runs the show. Chess. They brought checkers to a grandmaster's board, not lost, total takedown. My world's hushed, pure, upgraded, storm past, this quiet, pure bliss.